What's up, Nail Geeks? I am back with Glam Polish's You Drive Me Crazy collection. This is inspired by, you guessed it, the one and only Britney Spears. It's going to be really hard to say the names of these polishes without breaking into song. This is such a fun, vibrant collection, very representative of the inspiration, so let's dive right into the swatches. First up is Oops, I Did It Again. This is described as a bright orange Crelly with Aurora Shimmer and Ultra Hollow Glitter. So one of my favorite things about this collection is we are seeing some neons here. So there's quite a few of these Crelly sort of neon shades. They have shimmer components to them and a bit of this fine particle holographic glitter. Very, very pretty, and I'm a big fan of these. So this one has a very Crelly but very smooth formula. Now some of these I think are perfect at 2 coats, and some of them I think 3 lighter to normal coats will be perfect. This is one of those that I found that 3 coats plumped it up the best and gave off that strong creamy sort of formula. Now, I do realize these are neon, so some of them may come up a little bit skewed across screens. So just in case, this is what I consider a true bright white undertoned neon orange in person. It's quite vibrant, very pretty, and it dries down somewhat flat. So I think honestly, any top coat will be perfectly fine with them. And next is Toxic. This is a bright green Crelly with Aurora Shimmer and Ultra Hollow Glitter. So again, very similar formula to Oops, I Did It Again. This one I also took up to 3 coats, and I found that it gave me that perfect plumping sort of effect. Normally when I'm wearing polishes in real life, for lack of better words, I prefer a thicker sort of feel when I'm finished, and I just feel like it gives me the most protection, and it just looks more aesthetically pleasing in my opinion. So this one, again, 3 coats, I think it's going to be perfect for it. The shimmer takes on this lovely golden sort of sheen, again, similar to the previous polish. And we've also got those very fine ultra holographic little glitters scattered throughout here as well. Now this one also dries down kind of semi-flat, so again, I just think any glossy top coat is going to be perfect. In person, this is what I would describe as a true Nickelodeon slime sort of green, if that makes sense. And next is Piece of Me. This is a bright indigo Crelly with Aurora Shimmer and Ultra Hollow Glitter. So continuing on with this very vibrant sort of theme, again, we have a very similar finish. Now, this one I kind of applied just a touch differently. I do think that Piece of Me has just the slightest bit more opacity to it, depending on how you polish. I personally found that 2 coats was perfect for this, but again, depending on how you polish, some of you may want to also go up to a 3rd coat on this one. Now, this dries down semi-flat, so again, glossy top coat would be perfect. The shimmer in this one appears just a touch stronger, and I think that's just because the base is more of this vibrant sort of indigo. Now, I want to touch on the base color here. In person, my eyes are seeing this come off as just a bit more of a deepened sort of somewhat vampy type of purple. I can definitely see how some lighting this can come off as more indigo, but I am seeing a darker purple to this. And next is Just Like a Circus, my favorite song. This one is a white Crelly with black glitter and bright glitter mixed throughout. So this has a milky sort of pure stark white base color to it, and for opacity I'm going to suggest between 2 and 3 coats. Now I use my topper method when I went in for my 2nd coat, and it's just how I like to apply very heavy glitters like this one, and I personally found that it finished off very well doing this. Now if you go in normal and you're not doing this sort of beaded sort of method during application, then I could see you needing 3 light to normal coats on this one. I'm going to strongly suggest going in for lighter coats, as this one does have a bit of potential for over buildup. So just let it do its thing, and the glitters lay down nice and flat. Now you may want to use a glitter smoothing top coat with this one, as those glitters and those shreds are quite large. And next is Baby One More Time. This is a Barbie pink Crelly with Aurora Shimmer and Ultra Hollow Glitter. This one is my top pick of the set. I do enjoy vibrant, neon-ish sort of baby pinks like this, and I do agree with that official description. This is screaming Barbie vibes. Very, very pretty. And for opacity, again, between 2 to 3 coats. This was one of the ones that I also took up to 2 coats, and I thought it was perfect. Now, this has more of a creamy sort of feel as opposed to creamy crelly like those first couple that I showed you guys, and it self levels really, really well. The shimmer comes off as this very fine particled golden sort of glow. It's what I would consider a touch more on the subtle side. And of course, we've got those really adorable, very fine holographic particles in here too. So just a touch of sparkle, and overall that base color is just very flattering. And next is Gimme More. This is a bright orchid purple crelly with Aurora shimmer and ultra hollow glitter. Now, if you are curious, as I was when I first opened up my PR package, Gimme More and Piece of Me, that indigo that I first showed you guys, these are what I would consider cousins. If you're curious to the differences between them, I do agree with the official description. This definitely has a very bright orchid purple appearance. It's what I would consider more of a true medium sort of purple with a touch of a pink undertone versus Piece of Me that had that indigo, somewhat deeper sort of purple vibes happening there. For Give Me More, I'm going to suggest between 2 and 3 coats. Once again, I stopped at 3 coats on this one, and you can see here that it plumps up really well, and I just thought it popped much, much better compared to that second coat. So of course, this is going to all depend on whether or not you have a free edge, the length of that, and how you go in for your coats, but I personally think 3 coats is beautiful, and it brings out that shimmer the strongest, so you'll get that nice goldish sort of pinkish color roll with that shimmer. And next is Womanizer. This is a bright fuchsia crelly with Aurora shimmer and ultra hollow glitter. Now on my monitors, this one is coming off color accurate, but this is one of those colors I just have a feeling that on different screens, it's going to definitely skew. So please note in person, this is very neon, very vibrant, and really pretty. I do agree with the official description. This is a fuchsia sort of shade, what I would consider more of a true type of hot pink, in that it appears very warm, but because of the hotness to the pink, it's got almost like a cool sort of feel to it as well in person, if that makes sense. I think I totally just contradicted myself, but that's how I would describe it. The holographic glitters in here, again, are very fine particle, so a soft twinkling effect and a subtle sort of goldish yellowish shimmer. And next is Scream and Shout. This is a black jelly with white glitter and bright glitter mix. So this one has true straight up jelly vibes with it. And for opacity, I'm going to suggest between 2 and 3 coats. Now, if you do the topper method and treat your first coat almost as a foundation so that when it dries down, it kind of grips the second coat really well, I think 2 coats will be perfect. But if you're going in normally and just applying just as a normal polish, then I think that 3 coats is probably going to be best with this one. But again, when I treat really dense, heavy glitters like this, I found that going in with that topper method really helps beat it up against your cuticle and then slowly drag it out. I had no issues in terms of fishing. Everything laid down nice and flat here in terms of the glitters, and I didn't really feel a need for any careful placement. So you can see really nice jet black background against those colorful glitters. And next is Me Against the Music. This is an aqua crelly with Aurora shimmer and ultra hollow glitter. This one's a really flattering bluish sort of aqua. I do think in person this leans just a touch more true aqua as opposed to what I'm looking at on my monitor here. This is looking like a baby blue. So please note, I do think that there is a touch of baby blue vibes, but more of an aqua feel in person. The shimmer appears just a touch on the subtle side, similar to the other very vibrant crellies in this collection. And again, we have that nice fine particle dusting of holographic glitters. This is such a pretty color, and it applies very similar to Baby One More Time, which was that really pretty pink, in terms of having more of a creamy sort of self-leveling formula compared to the other, what I consider true crellies in this collection. And last but not least, we have I'm Not That Innocent. This is a pink and black glitter mix in a shifting Aurora shimmer. So this one is very unique, very interesting in my opinion. I think this can double as a topper if you wanted to wear it over really any color. The shimmer is very shifty in person. Now in shaded lights, you'll see a touch of this luminous green color roll, and in indoor lights and normal everyday lighting, it's going to have a very strong gold cast to it. Now, if you choose to wear this on its own, I think you can stop at 2 coats for a softer, look that shows your visible nail line, but I took it up to 3 coats and it popped really well. The shimmer was just off the charts here, very, very strong. Now this one dries down quite flat and a touch thirsty given that those shreds are quite large. There's a really nice mixture of them in here, so depending on your top coat, you may want to finish off with a glitter smoothing top coat underneath your glossy, just to play it safe for any sort of texture. This is, again, really versatile. I think there's so many ways you can wear this one on top of wearing it on its own. Now, these will release Friday, June 25th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and for the first 72 hours, you can save 5% off individual shades with the code XOXO5 or 10% off full collections with the code XOXO10. I'll break all this information down below, including linking to Glam's website and the Facebook fan group if you want to see additional swatches, additional releases. There's also going to be a trio launching alongside this set. Lots of information, so it'll be in the description box. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.